In this video, we are going to see how we can use the text to columns feature in order to clean this data. In our previous example, we have seen this kind of data that we asked ChatGPT to extract the data, but it extracted it in such a way that it has spaces when we paste it into Excel, and also it shows the separate alphabet, then dash, and finally the name of the person comes. So although we asked ChatGPT to clean the data and we just instructed ChatGPT and it has cleaned the data in no time. But when you have a lot of data, like thousands of rows, ChatGPT won't be able to handle all of that data. So instead, what we need to do is we need to work on any Excel functions in order to do that. So here we are going to see how the text to column functions works. For example, we have this data right here. Just select the whole column and we just want to separate it with the alphabet and dash, and only the name should appear. What we'll do is just select the whole column, click on the data and click on text to columns. And we have two choices. Either we can just use fixed width and we are able to mark a column or a line, after which it will separate the data into the next column. And that also works here. Let me just try this. Click on next and we can put the column right here. That means we have the alphabet, then the space, then dash, then space, and then finally the final name comes. So we can just double click to remove that earlier division, and we only want to divide the results from this point on. So if you have multiple characters or you have multiple spaces, the fixed width works more properly. Click on finish and you can see that now we have a clean version of names. We can get rid of the rest of this, but let's say if I want to divide this into first name and last name, how will we do this? Let's see. Here we cannot draw a straight line because first name, as you can see, is of less length, and Brittany Morgan, Charles Bennett involves more characters. So you cannot draw a straight line here. Rather, we can define something which is common between the first name and last name for all. And that is, yes, space. Space is common. So just select this, click on data and click on text to columns. I'll use the delimited function where we just can define any kind of character such as commas, tabs to separate each field. So click on next. It will ask you by what character do you want to separate, which is common for all. I'll just select the space here, and as you can see in the data preview that the first name will appear something like this and the last name appears like this. And after that we can just correct the first and last name columns. Click on finish to see the results, click OK, and here we have it. This is first names and these are last names. So that's how we do it in the text to columns function using fixed width and delimited functions. Just try this by yourself and I'll see you in the next one.